I'm going to be totally upfront with you here. This is not going to be one of these cozy YouTube videos that you're watching and you're feeling good, getting that dopamine spike. No. I know that this video is going to be controversial. I'm going to offend some people. And I might even get some hate for this. Oh, I'm so scared of people disliking the video and putting a bad comment. But if you're easily offended, you're a snowflake, and you want your mommy to come and comfort you when things get tough or you hear the truth, and you can't take any criticism, and you can't be so self-aware to see your own blind spots, this is not for you. Click away, dislike the video, and please never come back, because I'm not making this for you. I'm going to tell you the truth, and I'm going to speak the truth so hard that you might want to click away. Okay, but now when we have the NPCs away and the people who can't take criticism and can't improve themselves, now we have that out of the way, let's talk about the real stuff. And this is something that I've been thinking about quite a lot over the last months, and that is the fact that most people are just incredibly boring. And I'm not talking boring in the sense that, they're not doing any fun activities, although that is kind of true, but I'm talking boring in the way that people don't want to take risks anymore. People don't have energy, they don't have passion in their day-to-day lives. Nothing feels exciting. People are way too passive, way too risk-averse. They're scared of doing something cringe. And they're overanalyzing everything. And if these things sound familiar, you might be a little bit timid. You don't really want to speak up. You're not speaking with a loud voice because what if people don't like me? What if people judge me? Then this is also for you. This video is for you. But what I need you to understand is that this can be fixed. You can become an exciting person, a person who's ambitious, who walks around with confidence. Because for most of my life, I was in the same boat. I was that very introverted kid. I was shy. I didn't really want to be authentic. I didn't want to share my own stories and my own opinions because I was scared of everyone's opinions of me. I was scared of people judging me, so I just tried to fit in. But the problem is that if you're always trying to fit in, you're always trying to, be a part of the tribe. You never have any different opinions, and you never come with that sort of excitement to a conversation, then you will just fit in with everyone else. You will be average. You will be mediocre. And you will never achieve greatness. Because you're not standing out. You're not doing anything out of the ordinary. But I know that if you're watching this right now, you are hard on self-improvement because I'm not making these dopamine shots. I'm not making a Mr. Beast video where I'm putting 50 people in a circle and they're trying to survive and fight for the death some gladiator game. I'm not doing that. There's no cuts. There's no dopamine. There's no editing. There's no nothing. So if you're watching this, that's a sign that you have big ambition. You have big dreams for the future and you want to do something great in your life. And I applaud you for that. Because what is really the point of this one life that we get? What is it really? I know I'm going on a side tangent here. But I need you, or I don't need you to do anything. But I want you to kind of get the perspective on your life. That is, basically get the perspective that you have one life. And once you kind of understand that, once you really comprehend what that means, that you have one life to make everything, to live all the experience that you want to live, to make the memories. Once you understand that, you realize that you don't want to be this timid, this introverted guy who isn't exciting, who isn't ambitious, who isn't going out there and doing things. At least that was the fact for me. As I said, for most of my life, I had this perspective that the most important thing is just to live a predictable life, to go to school, get a 9 to 5, say yes sir to everyone, and then maybe in 60 years retire or so. And I thought that, I'm just gonna follow the path that people and the system has laid out for me. But why is this the case then? Why are most people so passive, so timid, so much for themselves? They overanalyze everything, and overall very passive. They don't have any excitement. Why is this the case? I think it's pretty clear that society wants us to be this way. Society wants you to be an NPC. Society doesn't want you to have ambition. Society doesn't want you to take different risks, start a business, go out there, speak your mind, be a little bit controversial, be bold. Society doesn't want you to do that. For society, it's a lot better if you just follow the rules. You're going to school, you're getting a safe job, a predictable life, right? 2 kids, 1.5 kid, whatever. Then you're waiting for your retirement. And you should accept this. This is what society wants you to do, because that benefits society if we have more people like this. But the people who changed the world, all the inventors, all the great leaders throughout history, the people who have an impact on this world, the entrepreneurs, they're not this way. They are the exact opposite. They want to take risks. They want to be bold. They want to be out there. They want to be different from other people. Because if you expect to be extraordinary, you can't be ordinary. You can't be average. You have to act. You have to do things that the average person wouldn't do. And it's sad to see that people become these almost like cows. You become a cow. You're just chewing grass, living the same day over and over again. You don't have any excitement in life. It's sad because we all humans, we all start out being very curious about the world, wanting to learn, wanting to explore as kids. Think about that childlike curiosity you had when you were a kid. You just wanted to do everything. You wanted to try out things. You didn't care about risk. You didn't care about people judging you. You were so present in the moment all the time. And this is what we need to cultivate as adults. Because if you can cultivate this playfulness, this childlike curiosity, and you can be excited about things, you can have plans for the future where you're doing something out of the ordinary. You take some risk. You get that adrenaline pumping. Right? That excitement. That playfulness. That's when you live a good life. You live an exciting life. And yeah, fine. There are risks. You will fail along the way as well. When you do these things and you take risk, for example, social risk, I believe most people, they are so afraid of public speaking. They feel uncomfortable in social situations. They're having a hard time having eye contact with people because they're scared of people judging them. It all stems from the fear. But if you truly want to live a good life that we humans are supposed to live, you want to feel good, you want to feel confident, just get rid of your fear. What are you really afraid of? Be okay with having some awkward silences, some awkward conversations, trying out some new things where you gaze at the other person in the eyes, you lock in eye contact, and it feels kind of awkward, it feels kind of uncomfortable. Be okay with that. Because in the end of the day, that's part of the human experience. That's what it's about. We are humans. Of course we are going to make mistakes. Of course we are going to have some failures along the way. The only ones who don't fail are the ones sleeping. You can't fail if you sleep. But is that really the life you want to live? What I would do and what I'm doing constantly, and I need to remind myself of this as well, is to start to cultivate that childlike curiosity, that playfulness. Don't overanalyze everything. Your life will not be perfect. Just accept that. Things will not go as planned. So be okay with that. Have some faith that things will work out. And that even if you fail along the way, just take the lessons from that and move forward. And stop filtering yourself so much. Stop constantly going to ChatGPT and asking, hey, how can I improve my message? Oh, how can I send this email to my boss so he doesn't think I'm incompetent? Stop doing that. Start speaking off the cuff. Stop preparing so much. Just go into life. Be in flow. Be present in the moment. And just go with the flow. See how things go. Be okay with messing up. This is what you need to do if you want to live an exciting life. And you don't want to be that boring, passive person that most people are. And I truly hope that you can take the lessons from this video. I hope that, you took some notes. And if you didn't take notes so far, now, pause the video for 1 second. Reflect on your own life. What actions can I take today to make my life more exciting? To speak with more passion? And to not be one of those passive, timid NPCs? And my only request from you is not to like the video, subscribe, boost the algorithm, none of that. It's sincerely for you to take some action. Stop for a moment. Think about your life. What do you want it to be? Do you want to be this timid, shy person, or do you want to live boldly? Do you want to have an exciting life? And do you want to be confident in everything you do? I'm happy to hear in the comments what you think about this. Is this something you have been struggling with? Does this resonate with you? What is your experience? Please let me know in the comments. I will see you in the next one. Go out there, take some action, and take care. Until next time.